Okay. This is working. Everything that's required for them to have your data, your transactions, the monies that are in the account, it's basically held by them. That's a centralized system. That's a centralized body of data. I think I wrote something about it. Pulse on uptrend. But in blockchain, everyone has access to the data, so it's decentralized. That's what we mean by decentralization in blockchain. The anybody who's on the blockchain network can see that a certain this is the amount of money or assets that are in circulation at the moment, and then this is whose money. As far you can know which wallet has a certain amount of assets. So if money leaves that asset on that wallet, you can know that the money that's here has left to this other person's own. That the reason we can have that is because it's decentralized. The information is decentralized. I can't go to the bank to try to find out, okay, how many naira is in circulation. But with the blockchain, it helps that happen in cryptocurrency. Okay, I wrote about this here. So we're going to decentralized finance. So I was talking about, I said, imagine a vault. Now imagine your bank has all the information of every transaction done in that bank, in that vault. And they are the only ones with the keys. There are certain security issues here, because what if your bank alters the figures in that vault? Would you know? What if the vault gets broken into and then all the assets are stolen? And then you can access your own assets without having to go through the bank. Everything has to be done through them because the system is centralized. But blockchain prevents that. It brings security and also decentralization of data on transactions. And then the next thing is that it follows a set of programming called consensus protocols. Consensus protocols are, think of them like set of rules or instructions to create value on a blockchain. They are like, let's say you tell the computer to do a certain thing. That the reason computer can understand that is because of the programs, the lines of code that are written into it. For blockchain technology, they are called consensus protocols. And there are two types. They are proof of work and proof of stake. We'll get into those types very soon. Then the next one I'll talk to you about is the blockchain trilemma. I said blockchain solutions also come with some problems. And okay, someone else is entering. And those problems are called the blockchain trilemma. Now, what are they? Let me take you to Algorand's website. Okay, so this is the blockchain trilemma, and this is why Algorand is one of the blockchain right now that has a lot of use cases. So far, blockchains have largely remained aspirational. The problem with the blockchain trilemma is this. If a blockchain has security, scalability, it probably will not have decentralization. These are the three main characters of blockchain. Security means that, okay, it's unhackable. It won't be easy to hack the blockchain network and go away with assets. Scalability means the ability for the blockchain. Who's joining again? Sorry. Scalability means the ability for the blockchain to take on more people and not get slowed down. Let me explain it to you like network. So you have a Wi-Fi router, somewhere around, and that Wi-Fi router can take, let's say, 15 people. Can you guys hear me? Are you listening? Okay. So let's say that Wi-Fi router can take like 15 persons on that Wi-Fi network. Now, if only one person is on the network, the speed will be very fast because, there are not lots of people on it. Let's say maybe you're browsing with 240 Mbps per second. That's when just one person is on the network. You notice that when 10 persons or 15 persons get on the network, that 250 Mbps probably drops to like 200 or 180. In blockchain technology, that problem is called scalability. It means that as more people get on the network, can you hear me? It means that as more people get on the network, it becomes slow. It's not able to take on more people and process more transactions. That problem is called scalability. Then decentralization. Decentralization is the problem of having maybe a larger part of the network hold so much power, maybe so much data. So over the years, the blockchain trilemma has not been effectively solved. If a blockchain is good with security and scalability, they probably won't be good with decentralization. If a blockchain is good with decentralization and scalability, they probably won't be good with security. So the blockchain trilemma says people, like certain blockchains, are only able to maximize either two of these three solutions. But Algorand is the first blockchain that has been able to maximize the three. So the blockchain is completely secure, it's scalable, it's so scalable that it can process over 1,000 transactions in a second. And then it is completely decentralized. no one person has all the power or all the ability to take decisions alone on the blockchain network. Let's go here. Okay. Are you guys following?
Yes, Karla. Yes.
Okay, we've talked about the blockchain trademark.
Yes,
the next thing is I told you guys about consensus protocols. Now, Bitcoin, that's more of the blockchain that we all know. Bitcoin uses proof of work. There are two consensus protocols, like two major ones. There are like 6, but 2 are really popular. Proof of work and proof of stake. Over the years, proof of work consensus protocol has shown to be not so scalable, but proof of stake is like more scalable, better, and then it helps with more security and decentralization. So the Algorand blockchain uses the proof of stake blockchain, and I said before it is the first blockchain to solve the blockchain trilemma, and then it uses the ASA layer 1 smart contracts. Let me quickly explain what smart contracts are. I remember when I explained that blockchain can have data, written on them. They can't just have only data. Some blockchains can have programs written on them. So it's not just data as per transactions. They can have small programs or codes, like set of instructions written on them that can execute themselves. The reason they are called smart contracts is because they wouldn't need you to, come and execute them. They can execute themselves. I don't know if you did maths in school, maybe further maths or some sort of logic. And then we did this if then, what if, what else. That's if something is done, then this should be done. That's somehow how smart contracts work. Because you write that.
Instructions are already written.
Okay, yes, we get it. Instructions are written already for them to be executed. So apart from having data, these smart contracts, they help to execute actions on the blockchain network. Now, because of smart contracts, we have something called decentralized finance. Okay, let me finish with this. I'll get to that one. So I said the Algorand blockchain uses ASA layer 1 smart contract. That means there's layer 2 smart contracts. Layer 1 smart contract is actually faster than layer 2 smart contracts. And that's why this is one of their features, and that's why it makes them quite good. So it uses the ASA layer 1 smart contract that makes it immutable. Have you ever had that situation, or maybe you heard about how people send money through blockchain as per blockchain wallets? They're sending Bitcoin to somebody, and you have to wait for like 3 confirmations or maybe 2 confirmations first before you know that the Bitcoin is actually entering your wallet. Has anyone had that experience? Or does anyone know this? Okay, let me explain. If someone was sending BTC to you, they would have to do it like maybe through a certain wallet. And when they do, you'd have to wait like 2 confirmations. If you've sent BTC before, you'd understand this. That's because of the kind of consensus protocol they're using. On the Algorand consensus protocol, on the Algorand blockchain, your transaction is final. It means that you don't have to wait for any form of confirmation. It's fast and it's quick, as opposed to other blockchains where you send an asset to somebody and sometimes it takes too long, to deliver, or you have to wait for some number of confirmations for it to work. But that doesn't work on the Algorand blockchain. Another thing is the Algorand blockchain has one of the most effective use cases. Let me take you to the website so you could see some of the use cases. Use cases basically mean that solutions can be built on the blockchain, on the Algorand blockchain network. So you have solutions.
And does this also include, may I ask a question, or must I ask at the end?
Okay, you ask a question.
Okay. That also applies to the deeds office, right? You can take the deeds and make them blockchain enabled, and then they're able to transfer between humans without it going through a whole deeds office, which takes about 2 weeks to actually make things happen.
Yes, you're talking about smart contracts, right?
Yeah,
Yes.
exactly.
Yeah, so.
And then from that system, is it when you build on it, right? You need to send the data. This is now going into the smart contract, right? So does Algorand actually integrate two different systems? Can be Amazon or Microsoft or Azure. How's the integration around that?
I didn't quite get the last part. I don't know if it was your network. Could you repeat the last part?
Yeah, I can repeat. And I'm saying that, so it creates the block, it creates the smart contract, right? But of course, for the smart contract to be a contract, there must be information that goes to that contract so that it becomes, what you call it?
Executable.
Yeah, exactly.
Yes.
So
Yes.
you could say, you know, so does it integrate with what? Can it integrate with Microsoft and Amazon, AWS?
Yes, it can be integrated, but that's if they decide to build some sort of contract on the Algorand blockchain, like some of these guys here have done. You could see the use cases that can work very well. If they build, let's say a shopping sort of contract saying, okay, if the client has such and such amount, or maybe staked such and such amount of currency, and it equals the price of a certain item they want to get. As soon as it gets to the shopping cart, it checks out, and then the asset automatically leaves their wallet to Amazon's wallet. That can work. That can be built.
Yes.
Also, yes.
Yes.
That can work.
So yeah. So does it always have to have? Of course, it must have the payment part of it, but sometimes the payment part of it in these systems, financial systems, they're decentralized. Also, they're different kind of payment like path, right? So you're talking about a payment between a Okra or a mobile money, M-Pesa, and you're trying to now, receive money into this particular place, but also just record the transaction that it actually happened.
But those aren't decentralized platforms. Those are centralized platforms, actually.
Yeah. But
If that would work, the decentralized, if it would work, it means that eBay has to build a DApp on the Algorand blockchain that customers can go through. Do you understand what I'm saying?
You're saying differently because you have no control because someone else is executing a transaction for you. So that's why it's not decentralized.
Exactly.
No, I agree with that.
Get it.
Yeah.
All right. So
but okay. So you say that you can integrate it, and that's good. You can carry on. Sorry, guys.
No trouble. It's okay. Okay. So I was talking about the use cases for Algorand. There are lots of companies who have built certain solutions on the Algorand blockchain. Remember, I said that the Algorand blockchain is, have I told you that yet? It's programmable. Okay, I think that's the last point. So these companies have built solutions on the Algorand blockchain because they can build dApps, that's decentralized applications on it. They can build let's say a part of their company's solution on the Algorand blockchain, maybe for decentralized purposes or for secure purposes. So later on, you can just come and check. Let me copy this. Okay, I'm going to copy this and put it on in the comment section. All right, so let's go next. All right, so I said it has one of the most effective use cases in building blockchain solutions. It is permissionless. Permissionless, think of permissionless like public and private. So when we say permissionless, it means it's a public blockchain. A public blockchain being that anybody can come and build on the blockchain, and it is programmable. You can build applications on the Algorand blockchain. I have to go back here to show you something. You can build applications on the Algorand blockchain. Use cases. Okay, these are developer resources. So let's say you know how to use Python, you know how to use some of these programmable languages. You can look for, let's say, solutions that could help maybe your community or your country, wherever, and then build those solutions on the Algorand blockchain. There's something I want to show you. Okay, this is Algorand Foundation. Now, Algorand Foundation currently has a 250 million Algo grants program. If you have a solution to build on the blockchain, you can contact them. Later on, you can come here and just go to learn more. You can contact them. That's if you are a programmer or you have solutions that you can build. You can contact them and build them on their blockchain. And when you do, there's actually a grant for you to fund the project. So this is something you can look into later on. Let's get back here. Okay, so I want to talk about Algorand. Am I done here? Yes, I am. I want to talk about Algorand, blockchain, and DeFi. DeFi simply means decentralized finance. What does finance? Finance is basically buying and selling of money. So, however you want to look at it, people save money with the bank, and then the bank uses those money to trade. How? They trade it through loaning it to people that will need them. That's how banks make their money, basically. So I'm saving ₦1 million in my bank. What is given to me is a transaction, is a record saying that ₦1 million is in Karla's bank account. So I deposit that in my bank account, but that money is used to trade. In the old days, we come with cash, we deposit, they take the cash, pay for, give to certain traders to make money and return. Right now, it is digital. You pay money into the account and you get some number of digits saying ₦1 million has been transferred to your account. The same bank used those digits to trade, forex, the capital markets, which are digital today. So it's basically centralized financing. That's what happens with the banks. Decentralized financing is finance on blockchain. It's like banking on the blockchain network. Remember I told you it's permissionless. Okay, that's about Algorand. Remember I told you it's decentralized as per the blockchain network. It is open source, open to everyone. It's public. So you can see that this is the number of a certain asset that is in circulation. You can have those assets and decide to borrow them or lend them. You can decide to save them. Save them is called staking. Just as you save some money in the bank and then they give you, a little bit of interest. The same thing is done with decentralized finance. You can save money, not like money. You can save an asset and get a certain amount of interest. And you can do this on the Algorand blockchain. In fact, a lot of decentralized finance applications are being built right now on the Algorand blockchain because of the features that the Algorand blockchain has. I told you about the features before of how it has solved the blockchain trilemma, the 3 blockchain trilemma. So it's completely decentralized, it's scalable, and it's secure. For mass adoption to happen for blockchain, it has to be really scalable, which means that if 10 million people get on a certain blockchain network, it won't start slowing down, which is what is happening to the Bitcoin blockchain right now. It's getting really, really slow because mass adoption, more people are getting to know about, Bitcoin, and more wallets are being opened, more things are happening on the blockchain. So it's not able to take on everybody at the same time, so it's slow. But the Algorand blockchain can do that. And you are talking about finance because finance needs to be fast. It needs to be borderless. You don't have to pay so much, and it needs to be cheap also. It shouldn't be expensive. It shouldn't cost so much to send money to somebody outside the country, or to invest as per like save and earn an interest. It shouldn't cost so much. So the reason things like this can happen on the blockchain, on the Algorand blockchain network, is because it solves those three problems. That's blockchain trilemma problem. And it is programmable. You can't have decentralized finance without smart contracts. Is anyone following?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. You can't have decentralized finance without smart contracts. It just isn't going to work. So the Algorand blockchain has the perfect solution for decentralized finance. So these are some of the things you can do on the Algorand blockchain. I said here, borderless banking on Algorand blockchain. You can stake algos. Let me show you how to do that. Let's just go here. Okay, I have it here already. I'll send this to your mail later. How to stake algos. This. Then let me show you the amount of money you can make. Not like money though, but interest rates on staking algos. So this is Algo Explorer. This is the mainnet. You can come to rewards calculator. Okay, so this is your current annual yield, 5.92%. That's for every amount of algos you're staking. Let's say I want to stake 1,000 algos. If I stake 1,000 algos, this is what I'll be earning weekly, monthly, and yearly on my 1,000 algos. The rewards per block is like basically 26. All these are things that you can look at later. It not just take much of our time. So the current annual yield is 5.92%. It means you're going to get like 5.92% off whatever it is that you stake. And it's not. This is not the only benefits to staking on the Algorand blockchain. Staking on the Algorand blockchain means also you'll be able to participate in the proof of stake consensus protocol. But that's a talk for another day. There's one last thing I'm supposed to show you. Okay, so I've talked about staking on the Algorand blockchain, staking algos. You can do this through Exodus also. Exodus is one of Algorand partner. Let's remove this guy. Exodus is one of Algorand's partner. There's a guide here on how to stake, because you need to download their app and then connect your Algo wallet to theirs, so you can stake algos and earn interest. You can also do that on Trust Wallet, but we have a limited time here. So what I'll do is I'm going to give you guys a form to fill, and I'll send to your email the instructions to follow on how to stake various Algorand wallets, how to stake algos using the Exodus platform and also with the Algorand wallets. Okay. Okay, so that's it basically. Hello, does anyone have any question?
Thank you so much for the lectures. It's enlightening. I just wanted to say thank you for now.
Everyone. All right, so I'll be sending us some resource. This is for staking on the Algorand wallet. I'm going to send you, there's a giveaway for 100 Argos to 10 wallets. So I'll send a form to fill, a Google form. I hope that's easy enough for us to do.
No problem. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Karla.
So this is the form to fill. I just sent it. The Google
I've seen
form
it.
to fill. So follow the instructions, put in your mail, then it will ask you to download the Algorand wallet. It will ask you to follow Algo on Twitter and do some certain things. Then it will ask you to subscribe also to a YouTube channel and to download the Algorand wallet. So once you download the Algorand wallet, you'd put in your wallet address so that 100 Argos can be sent to you. In case you need help in navigating the Algorand wallet, I'll send you the link to a video that you could just watch.
I have it.
Okay. I'll just send you the
Hello.
website. I can hear you.
Okay, can you hear me?
Yes, I can.
Okay. I want to ask. Okay. Are there other projects on the Algorand blockchain? Like today, is it just are there other projects on the Algorand blockchain? Are there other tokens? Does Algorand blockchain support other tokens aside from Algo? Just like you have Ethereum blockchain supporting several other projects.
No, the wallet doesn't do that. Algorand only supports the assets that are built on its blockchain. For example, you can have BTC on the Algorand blockchain. Like on the Algorand, you can access like BTC on the Algorand wallets. So the assets
I mean, are there other projects on the Algorand blockchain?
Other projects that are not, do you mean by other blockchain projects?
Yeah, so that, just like you have Ethereum blockchain, there is Ethereum on it, there is just other projects on it. That's ERC, that's just like you have Ethereum blockchain supporting Ethereum-based projects, just like you have VID and some others. Does Algorand blockchain support others?
Yes, it supports other projects, but they have to be Algorand-based projects. Yes, they are. Let me put the link to the use cases so you can see. Let me put the link to the use cases so you can see. Sending it. All right.
Thank you.
Okay. So that's it there. You'd see not all but some of the projects that are already on the Algorand blockchain. This is where you find it. Okay. Does anyone have any more questions? Does anyone have any more questions? Okay, so I'm about to end this. Okay, I have one new message. Let's see.
I've seen it. Just click. Go to.
send that to you. Developer resources. See.
Can I ask? I'd like to definitely talk more about this technology. I think you can also send us your email address so we can email some questions through later on.
Okay. So this is it here. Okay, that's my email. So you can send me a mail. Then I'll try my possible best to answer your questions. The ones that I can't, I would probably link you to the Algorand website so you could find out more info about it. And have you filled the form yet? Have you followed Algorand on Twitter?
Not yet, but I will fill them in. I'm taking the links down as well.
Okay. All right. That's all good. Okay, so in the absence of any further question, I'll be ending this live chat. Oh, I have one more question. Okay, this webinar is scheduled to hold every month. So once every month, I'll have this webinar. And I have your emails already. I think I'll be able to reach you through them. And then also, if you subscribe to the channels that I put on the Google form, you'll be notified whenever a new webinar is coming up. Okay, you're welcome. All right, so this is where I say goodbye. Please be sure to follow the links and get the wallet address. Get your wallet address and submit them so you can get your 100 hours. Thank you very much.
Yes.
Bye.
You.
One message. Okay, I'm waiting. Someone has a question to ask. Yes, you can stake your 100 albums. Yes, you can. I'll show you how to do it. I'll be able to mail you guys later, so I'll show you how to go through to do them. But you can't really do anything until you get your 100 apples, right? So. Any more questions?
Yeah, we've got to now. What's David?
All right, so goodbye, everyone.